Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all guys are doing well. So I hope you have watched my earlier video in which I have discussed the some of the important questions from the story the Mahabharata. So today we will be continuing with that only. I am giving you some more questions related to that. So and if you are one more request before starting with this question and answers. So if you are liking my videos, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for the recent updates. Let's get started. When who went to Dhritarashtra to express Duryodhan's grief and anxiety? Shakuni went to Dhritarashtra to express Duryodhan's grief and anxiety. What was Duryodhan's feeling? Why was Duryodhan feeling disconsolate despite having riches and pleasures? Despite having riches and pleasures, Duryodhana found life unbearable due to his envy and hatred towards the prosperity of the Pandavas. What was the Duryodhana's plan to diminish the prosperity of the Pandavas? Duryodhana's plan was to invite Yudhishthira to play the game of dice and defeat him to strip him of his wealth and kingdom without resorting to armed conflict. Why did Duryodhana refuse to consult Vidura about his plan? Duryodhana refused to consult his plan to Vidura because he believed Vidura would offer goody maxims of ordinary morality that wouldn't help them achieve their goals. Why did Dhritarashtra finally give into Duryodhana's demand to invite Yudhishthira for the game of dice? Dhritarashtra finally agreed to Duryodhana's demand to invite Yudhishthira for the game of dice due to his attachment to his son and inability to oppose his demands. How did Vidura react to Dhritarashtra's decision to proceed with the game of dice? Vidura warned Dhritarashtra that this decision might bring ruin to their race due to the rising hatred, but Dhritarashtra, over-persuaded and influenced by to his son, allowed the plan to proceed, believing in the power of destiny. Why did Yudhishthira accept the invitation to the gambling match despite being warned by Vidura about the evils of the gambling? Yudhishthira accepted the invitation to the gambling match despite being warned by Vidura about the evils of gambling for several reasons. First, he was fond of gambling, which was one of the weaknesses he struggled with. Second, the Kshatriya tradition dedicated that it was a matter of etiquette and honor not to refuse an invitation to the game of dice. Third, has taken a vow never to speak harshly to his brothers or give any occasion for conflict. So he felt compelled to accept the invitation to maintain friendly relation with his cousins, the Kauravas. What did Vidura warn Duryodhan and the assembly about the outcome of the gambling match, and how did they react to his advice? Vidura warned Duryodhana and the assembly that the path they were taking would lead to the ruin of the Kauravas. He tried to dissuade them from proceeding with the game, but they ignored his advice and continued with their reckless actions. Whose intervention prevented the immediate humiliation of Draupadi, and what was the consequence of her being staked in the game? Draupadi was saved from immediate humiliation when Vidura intervened and reprimanded Duryodhana, stating that Yudhishthira had already lost his freedom and all rights before wagging her. However, Duryodhana was not swayed by Vidura's words and sent his charioteer to bring Draupadi to the hall, which set the stage for further calamity. Who was sent to Draupadi to inform her about Yudhishthira's loss in the game of dice? Parthikami. What happened when Dusashan attempted to strip Draupadi of her clothes in the assembly? When Dusashan attempted to strip Draupadi of her clothes in the assembly, a miraculous event occurred and her garment kept multiplying, preventing her from being disrobed. What were the stakes of the second game of dice, and what decision did the Pandavas make after the game? The stakes of the second game of dice were that the defeated party should go into exile to the forest for 12 years and spend the 13th year incognito. If recognized in the 13th year, they would go into exile again for 12 years. What was the outcome of the second game of dice, and what decision did the Pandavas make after the game? The Pandavas decided to take the vows of those who are to go to the forest accepting their exile as per the terms of wages. That's all, guys. Uh, these were the last question and answer session from the story Mahabharata, and in the next video we will be proceeding with any new story from our syllabus only. So stay tuned till then. Once again, if you have liked my videos, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day.